I'm just curious. What's with all the declassified pedo symbols on these diapers?
Even his voice, just starting off really strong. So Huggies has been the target of QAnon's latest conspiracy with QAnon members. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but they're accusing Huggies of putting symbols on diapers that are apparently used by pedophiles. So this all started last week when a QAnon influencer, which I can't even believe is a thing, who uses the screen name Vincent Kennedy, tweeted a picture of a Huggies diaper featuring the character Simba from The Lion King. And in the picture, multiple symbols in the diaper design are circled alongside the caption. It says, "Once you truly awake, you ain't going back to sleep," which incidentally is also what parents say when their baby wakes them up in the middle of the night because its diaper is full. But that aside, that guy has 265,000 followers on Twitter. 265,000. That guy, the once you awake guy. 265,000 followers. But he was also banned from Twitter after January 6th. But of course, his account was reinstated in January when Elon Musk took over Twitter. And also he received a blue check mark because he's willing to pay $8 a month. So that's great. Things are going really well here. But if you're wondering what the hell he was talking about, you're not alone. So Vice News reported on this story that Kennedy was referencing the similarity between the symbols on the diaper and those featured in an FBI document from 2007, which was published by WikiLeaks, that claims certain symbols like triangles and circular swirls were used by pedophiles to identify their sexual preferences. Now, these same claims were made during the Pizzagate conspiracy, when conspiracists claimed that local Washington, D.C. businesses were using these logos in their brands. And another prominent QAnon account with over 77,000 followers. Things are great. Things are going really well here in this country. Tweeted out, "Care to comment on why you clearly have symbols on your diapers that the hashtag FBI has recognized as those used by hashtag pedophiles? Seems pertinent." Okay, hold on. For anyone who doesn't use Twitter and might not know this, when you put a hashtag in front of something, it compiles all the tweets that also use that hashtag. So it creates a hyperlink. If you click on it, you can see all the other tweets that use that hashtag. And oh my God, why would you make hashtag pedophiles? That is concerning. Okay, just needed to say that. Just had to get that out there. And I think the worst part of this is probably that Huggies responded. They replied to the tweet and said, "Kimberly Clark and Huggies take the safety and well-being of children seriously. Our products and its design are in no way meant to represent anything other than fun and playful designs." But of course, when someone denies something, the QAnon believers automatically think that that means that it's super true, that it must be true. And one person posted to a message board, "It makes me sick to see that so many of these pedo companies so blatantly advertise what they support. Boycott them." Now that TikTok you saw at the beginning, Media Matters saw that it had been viewed over 1 million times. 1 million times. And of course, all of this, it pretty much goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. There's no evidence of any pedophilia at Huggies. Some guy just started making circles on a diaper on his phone on a screenshot. So that's how we got here.
Yep.
Cenk.
So all these QAnon influencers and leaders, they're all intimately aware of all the pedophile signals. I didn't know that was like you got a PhD in that or something. I never heard of a pedophile signal my whole life. But they're like, "Oh yeah, that's like the 17th symbol we use." I mean, they use. How do you what? And by the way, we've now done a couple of stories. I'm not talking about that guy. I don't know anything about that guy that we showed in the video. But different QAnon influencers and leaders who turned out to be pedophiles. Of course. Okay, and their great argument here is, it's a triangle and a circle with a swirly thing. We got him. Do you know how many triangles and circles there are in the world? That's your big evidence that somebody's a pedophile, that Huggies has secret pedophilia messages in their freaking diapers because you saw a circle and a triangle. But that's the thing about conspiracy theories. People are so gullible. They're like, oh my God, it is a triangle. Okay, and by the way, I don't know, maybe they thought pizza, it's a circle and it has triangles inside of it. Ah! I mean, what do you want the rest of us to do with you all? Because you sound like you don't get it. You sound like lunatics, total lunatics. There's circles and triangles everywhere. It's your own leaders that are the pedophiles. I mean, you want to talk about wake up? QAnon is a full diaper. That's a great analogy, okay? You need to go change the diaper. The actual ideology is the problem in the first place. And then Huggy responds, to be fair to Huggies, 15% of the country believes in the QAnon conspiracy theory. 15%. And now that there's such a giant demographic, that companies have to appease them. Oh no, you see, our triangles were just normal triangles, not pedophile triangles. These are the conversations we have in America, because as a country, collectively, we've lost our minds.
The creepiest thing on the Huggies diaper is where it says "little movers." Also, from a practicality standpoint, if we throw it doesn't make sense because I hate how much I learned about this story. The FBI, you would tag children, or you would signal to people what your preferences were in your pedophile ring by wearing like a ring that had triangles on it. But if you liked one kind of child, you would do one kind of triangle. Huggies, if they really were involved in this pedophile ring, wouldn't they make diapers that either have like a triangle on it to indicate it's this kind of kid, or a circle swirl on it to indicate it's that kind of a kid? I hate that I have to like analyze the internal logic of it, but it doesn't even make sense. Guys, go back. There, I understand the instinct, and that instinct can be wildly fulfilled when Simba falls down on the cliff and the dust comes up and it says sex. Or the little mermaid priest is doing the wedding and he pops a bony. Like, go back and watch that. That's the fun. That's the fun of it. But as long as there's been a Mickey Mouse, there's been someone out there who says, you realize that the temples of Agrabah look like wieners. That's fun and silly. And I think in a time when we don't really know what people mean when they tweet, or how passionately they believe anyone, and also at a time when you actually literally turn into a different person when you're tweeting. You're no longer someone who's reasonable and nice. You're like out to make the point. So little of how people actually feel is what's presented on the internet. And so you might have 1 million people see that, and 500,000 of them are like, what the hell is happening? But the way that the internet is also designed is, whether you're outraged or you're engaged, you're still commenting on it. And that thing that either outrages you or makes you feel like you're finally seen gets surfaced to more and more people to have the exact same reaction to. That said, I think that it really is Simba who is the enemy here. Rafiki is a pedophile. He's putting some kind of Simba, he's like tagging the children. I think that's what we need to look into. Also, his butt's out and it looks weird. And yeah, I think that's it. Also, the Jungle Book's about trans identity and how he thinks he can be a lion, and he thinks he can be a bear, and he thinks he can be a puma. No, if you start pulling those things, the only thing that the Jungle Book is about is the white man's burden, and Rudyard Kipling saying that white men are way better than literally everything else in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna end on this. If you were part of a secret pedophile ring, why would you put it on all the diapers?
Thank you.
You don't get it, Cenk. You don't get it.
No, you're right. I definitely don't. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.